Hello and welcome. My name is Cal Cavalech and you are watching A Wanderer's Divulgence. Like I said, as we move on, that name might be changing. Who knows? Closer than you think, because we are coming up towards the end of our journey here in Dark Souls 1. Last episode, we made a bit of a show of ourselves, unfortunately. Oh dear. Not getting a huge amount of damage there. I mean, a little bit of extra damage, but I think we need some more help, personally. I know I probably don't, and you're probably looking saying, Carl, at this stage, you don't need more help. But I feel like I do. Also, actually, no, I do want to go this way. I was like, why am I going this way? I'm going this way because we're going to pick up a little Muscatool for later on in our journey. Now, we do have to head back and place the Lord Vessel so that we can break the seals and move on, but we can now warp, which is wonderful. A lot of people complain about the fact that in this game you can't warp for the first half of it, but it makes it feel more interconnected, I suppose. But you get to know the areas a lot better. I know the first area is like the back of my goddamn hand. And it does mean that some of the areas later on in the game, I don't know. Nope, that's not where we need to go. I don't know as well, which is a shame. I do know them still pretty well, let's be honest. No, I won't lie about it. I still know them pretty goddamn well. But yeah, definitely the back half of the game, I feel, isn't as strong because you can warp. I think maybe being able to warp back to a main point would be good. Like being able to warp back to Firelink and then maybe being able to warp back to, I don't know, maybe the top of Annerland over here or something like that. Like main kind of hub points with firekeepers. Places with firekeepers I think you should be able to warp back to. But the rest of it, I think the interconnectedness is good. This is where we want to go? Yes, it is. Nice little bit of visual thing here. So people give out about like, oh, how the fuck were you supposed to know that was there? Well, when you're walking up here and you're going, there's nothing here, and then you go, there's a staircase in there. There's a hole for a door. Like, it's there. It's visually telling you it's there. Then we roll through, and let's get our mystery Muscatool for later. But yes, so last episode, unfortunately, we had a little bit of a run-in with Ornstein and Smo, and again, to say I feel demasculated by that last episode. I do. I feel that was horrendous. But it's done now, and we're past it. And like I said, I think it shows. I was talking about it in the last episode. I think it shows what I was talking about in terms of, oh, but this chain is slightly different. In terms of how one of the main things with this game is definitely just sticking to it. And the theme of this game is those feelings of insurmountable odds that, oh, whatever shall I do? You know, but the feeling afterwards you get of accomplishment is just bar none. Now, is that the best thing in the world? Probably not. You know, it's probably would be better if you weren't stressed. But let's head back here and place the Lord Vessel. But I feel that it's interesting enough that the main thing that people bounce off with this game is the difficulty. And I did swear in another episode that I wouldn't talk too much about the difficulty, but it is such an integral part, and it's such an interesting topic, especially with Dark Souls 1, as I feel Dark Souls 1 has the most... Do we need you? No. Fuck you. I'm just gonna jump in. Fuck you. I don't need you. I placed the Lord Vessel myself. I don't want to get eaten by a big snake. Here we are now. Don't ask me where I kept that. Because, well, after what happened with Ornstein and Smo, there's probably lots of orifices I could have kept that in. Because they made fucking mincemeat out of me. Right, we have opened up the way forth to many an adventure. So let us head forth into the unknown. Let's get some more stamina as well. I think one of the most handiest things you need in this game is stamina. What way do we want to do this first? Do you know, I didn't think that far ahead. Where do we want to go first? I actually think I know where I want to go first. And I think you'll know where I'm heading as we head along. Because we have our build kind of set up. So I think it'll be interesting to do it this way. Now, a lot of people say that getting the platinum for this game is where it becomes really difficult. And I understand that, you know, especially farming for the sunlight metals and stuff, it's a pain in the ass. But for me, it's fun because I listen to a podcast or a video like this. Wink, wink, like and subscribe if you want to listen to something while you farm for dragon scales and or moonlight metals. Sunlight metals. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But actually, I'm going up here. Yeah, I've done this a bit wrong, but we can do it. We can do it. Here, piggy. But yeah, no. So I like to listen to things. So it's as I've said before, this game for me is almost soothing. And I know, as I said, that sounds bizarre. How do you do this again? Jumping attacks will do. Ow. Yeah, it's almost kind of soothing to me. And I think that's what's great about these games. You can make them as stressful or as soothing as you like. There is lots of videos on the internet. You can find them on YouTube and stuff, and some of them are very interesting, where people talk about how Dark Souls saved my life. Now, are some of them clickbaity? Yeah, I won't even lie. They are. It's clickbait. It's that whole thing of click my video and feel sorry for me, and people will, and that's fine. There are many different forms of entertainment, and some people just enjoy a good, I suppose, sob story, you know? No, that's got a jump result now. Jump attacks is our best bet. Ooh. So that's fine, you know? And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, Dark Souls saved my life, even though in ways it has, because it's taught me a lot of lessons. And how do you learn a lesson from a video game? Well, quite simply, Dark Souls introduced me to... Oh, we got the helmet, nice. Introduced me to so many different communities and so many different walks of life and people that I probably never would have interacted with before because, well, yeah, that's probably the fastest way. This episode is unfortunately going to be a bit of running around back and forth, but it'll be worth it in the end, trust me. Trust me. I've decided to extend the series slightly by taking some detours, let's just say. Because one, I'm enjoying myself, and two, well, I just want to keep on chatting. But yeah, so it introduced me to a lot of different kind of views and people, and I found some wonderful content creators out there through Dark Souls. But also, like I said in the last episode, I used to rage a lot with these games, and it comes down to difficulty, and like I could feel it even inside me still in the last episode when I was being absolutely thrown around by Ornstein and Smo and making a show of myself. You know, I could feel that rage inside me again, and from years of playing these games, like the Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, 3, Bloodborne, you know, the whole lot of them, and then even Souls-like games like the Surge games, Neo. Ooh, Neo, actually, I didn't think about Neo. We might do a Neo run at some stage as well on this channel. I love those games. You know, Neo, Strangers of Paradise, recently with Black Myth Wukong. Like, there's been a lot of times where I've raged and stuff like that, but from playing them so much and realizing that, hey, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I don't need to rage, maybe my life would be a little bit easier if in all walks of my life I wasn't as pent up and stressed about these things, because at the end of the day, it's a video game. Like, yes, it's frustrating when you die. Believe me, I will, until the day I die, get frustrated at these games. In a weird, sick, masochistic way, it's part of the fun for me. Come on, I need you to hit me. Oh, I need you to hit them, actually, is what I need you to hit. Oh, I killed him in 2 hits. Wow. Right, Mr. Hydra. Ooh! Jesus Christ. Probably not the best time to be having a conversation like this. Please. There we go. Thank you. That's what I needed him to do. Yeah, so I will till the day I die. And I'm not saying to anybody, oh, just don't stress, bro. But I do fully believe that this series helped me mitigate my stress levels. Because I could take it out on the bosses. I could take it out on... Thank you. I could take it out on a run where I was overpowered and felt fucking amazing. And also I could just teach myself. I could take a second after each death and breathe and say, you know, ow. Don't get stressed. What are you stressed for? You know? Sorry, this is really not the best way to be talking about this, because this guy is very loud, very rude, and trying to kill me. Come on, bring it fucking on, you. Go for the... Enough with the heads! Or whatever the hell he says. Or if anybody played a little-known series, it's not little-known, but a little-known game like Kingdom Hearts. Get up on the Hydra's back! You dead? You're gonna make me kill all the heads, aren't you? Come on. Die, you overgrown kipper. There we go. Peace at last. Sick design, though. Absolutely fucking sick design. The Dusk Crown Ring. Now we can go and get what I want here. And I think by this point, I'm sure people who've played these games before know why I'm here and what I'm going to get. Lovely ambiance there. Ambiance by Beyonce. With the waterfall. But yeah, so it taught me that about stress levels and stuff, and I know that sounds ridiculous, and there's a lot of people probably saying, oh, you know, how could a video game teach you things like that? But I genuinely feel it did. And that's just me, but I genuinely feel like the Soul series especially, video games in general, but the Soul series especially, helped me not be as easily stressed or as easily triggered by things like this, you know. Now some people aren't going to be the same and aren't going to get that relief of realizing after a while that you shouldn't stress. And don't get me wrong, I still a lot of times in life can get pent up and stressed, especially with everything going on with me at the moment medically and being on crazy tablets and all that type of thing. Nice block. But that wasn't a nice block. That was a nice dodge though. But you know, I think it taught me that. It also taught me that shut up. Yes. Yes, wonderful. Oh, that's fabulous. See you later. I'll be seeing you very soon. It also taught me that hold on a second while I gather my thoughts about the best way to kind of say this. Because I do really want to get this point across, because I think it's such an interesting topic. Like I said, there's a lot of videos of people online talking about, oh, Dark Souls saved my life, and things like that. And while like I said, I don't think I'd go as far as saying it saved my life, I do think it's definitely formed me as a person to also have that tenacity in life to keep going and push and say, I can do this in the insurmountable odds. And people also put too much stock into, you know, different things and make it their whole personality and their whole life. And I don't think that's healthy either. But I actually don't think I need to talk to you here, do I? Well, we'll learn your gesture. We'll learn how to bow. Didn't know how to bow before, apparently. No, because we're not using magic, so... If thou art in need, I'll definitely summon you, my love, I promise. But yeah, sorry. I know a lot of people also put far too much stock into things, and oh, that's handy. That's very handy. I mean, I totally meant to do that. That's what I meant to do. I'm a genius. and they make one thing their whole personality. I'm not saying that that's completely wrong. You know, you do you. You do whatever you like, whatever makes you happy in life. But I think having a broad spectrum and many different experiences is just so beneficial in life. It's crazy, you know. And I think one of those huge things in my life has been video games, and especially the Soul series. I am not dying to the Crystal Hollows, please. Please, I'm not. I can't do it. I've had enough embarrassment. I've had enough embarrassment in this goddamn series than to die in the Duke's Archives to the goddamn Crystal Hollows. So please, leave me alone, you freakish blue bastards. Please, I'm begging you. Just die and leave me alone. Why am I not parrying? Oh, fuck's sake. Now, so yeah, a nice balance of things. And so I think take lessons from everything you do in life, be it video games, be it please, I'm just a knight. Please. There you go. If anybody wants a parody song about Dark Souls to Sabrina Carpenter's Please. Ow! I'm willing to help write it for you. I'll even sing it for you if you want. You just do the animations. Thank you. That's not a bad idea, actually. Please, don't kill me when I'm just trying to get this parry right. Oh, Dark Souls is one thing. You can even just keep the ego line. My ego's another. Oh, thank you. I beg you, don't take my humanity, motherfucker. Still have to have the motherfucker line in there. We have gone completely off topic here. And I don't even need to go this way anymore because I have what I want. I have the broken pendant. Get the fuck out of here. And get back to what you were talking about. Please, for God's sake. Can we have an episode where we don't die to ridiculous things and we finally get some conversation? Please! Now, so having a breadth of things, and look, I'm not sitting here trying to be some goddamn life coach or some preachy motherfucker telling you this is what you should do with your life. Wake up, sheeple. No, that's not at all what I want to do. But I do want to say that put more stock into things. Not too much, obviously. As I said, don't go the other way and make it your whole personality and your whole goddamn life. Walk around dressed up as a sunbro telling people to praise the sun. I mean, if you want to do that, do, but maybe don't. But do take lessons from everything you do and just learn. Every day is a school day, as they say. And you don't realize how even something as innocuous or silly as playing video games can have a fundamental effect on other parts of your life. Everything in moderation, everything in a healthy balance. But you know, for some people it might be that they get on and they play video games and they play multiplayer games. I don't personally, but some people do. They get on and they play multiplayer games, and through those multiplayer games they meet friends and then they expand their social horizon and they learn how to talk to people more and things like that. In a nice way, please be respectful. And maybe that's a good lesson to learn as well. Respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. We are not having a whole episode where we break out the song every 5 minutes. It's the musical episode. But yeah, you know, I think you get where I'm kind of going with this. You know, like even for me, with this whole project, I suppose, this passion project, if you want to call it that I'm doing now, where I want to expand my horizons and make a YouTube channel, for better or for worse. I'm sure there's a lot of people saying for worse, but I'll make a YouTube channel where I talk and we have a chat and we talk about different things and end up talking about mainly the video game most of the time, but you know, we're trying. But you know, it's expanded my horizons because I took something that I love and I said, well, what lessons can I take from this? What way can I use this to enrich my life? Yes, it's a hobby and it's something that I adore and I will hopefully always adore. I get burnt out sometimes, but hopefully I'll always adore. But, you know, what way can I use it to even more improve my life, even more than just enjoyment and self-fulfillment and pleasure, which is fine too. Having something in your life for just purely pleasure reasons is fine. But why not see if there's some way that you can incorporate it into what you do in your daily life and use it to help you further more ambitions or further your goals in other ways. Or even if it's just like me, where you're learning to kind of have long haul conversations. And I love this effect, can I just say? It's so weird. It's actually makes me feel a bit sick. It's just so fucking cool though. It's such a simple trick, but it's good. And also, let's get snatched away by a shadowy limb to the past. Me at 5 a.m. That's what the fridge sees at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm hungry. Just a hand. Give it to me. Give me the snacks. Something wrong with me sometimes. Here at the Sanctuary Gardens. So yes, if you haven't guessed already, we will be including the DLC in our travels. Because, well, why the fuck not? Why not? Why not cause myself more pain and torture with bosses that I do not know as well as the main cast? And considering how how bad we did in the last episode against the main people, going against these guys is probably going to be rough. But let's give it a go. It does hold one of my favorite fights, which is Artorias. So let's see if we can get that going. Yes. Wasn't as much damage as I thought. I didn't even have to say anything there. I don't even care if he kills me now, because I actually feel, wow, like I'm stuck for words. I did not expect to do that much damage. Like, I'm surprised we didn't cut his tail off. Okay, get greedy. Wow! See what I mean? See what I mean? Like, we threw ourselves against Ornstein Smo in the last episode and got absolutely bodied. And then I just tanked most of the damage there and killed him. Like, the duality of man. What is man but a miserable pile of secrets? But again, showing the latent power of Power Within and a plus 15 weapon at level 51. Like, you do just... It do be like that sometimes, where you just start fucking kicking ass and rocking and rolling. I think we can probably wear our gloves now. I hope. Yeah, we can, boys. Can we wear a nice helmet? I do love the thief mask, though. But, I mean... we're not quite to that point yet, but we might get there. We wear the normal night helmet? No. I would like to wear the night set, so... What about the warrior's helmet? No. Ugh. When you are overweight, you really show how bad that is, by the way. I'm not even looking at the weight here, can I just say? I'm being stupid. Let's just go with the thief mask for now then. Yeah, it really shows how bad they fucked up the legs in this game. It is... I don't know how they did it, and it's so upsetting, because I'm like, what did you do? How did you manage to fuck that up? Maybe it was in the original, but I really do not remember your legs doing that in the original. Like, please, if... Hold on.
From what faraway age hast thou come?
What a wonderful voice.
Is very human indeed, but
I love the voice acting in this game.
I thank thee.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's get some gold pine resin. Because it's handy dandy pudding and pie. Sorry, I love the voice acting in this game. It's just so special. It's so wonderful. And I know a lot of everybody vibes with it, but for me it's just such a vibe. It's such a vibe. I love it. So what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know how. Maybe if you know, please put it in the comments below. Was the rolling like this before? Were the legs like stretch and warp, and it's just yuck. Now, here we are in the DLC. Royal Wood. Do I think this is the best DLC they've done? Well, after Shadow of the Earth Tree, no, because I do really like Shadow of the Earth Tree. And again, if we get to Elden Ring at some stage, I'll talk about that in more detail. Or if you want, I mean, hey, if you want me to chat about it more in detail now, I will. Stick it in the comments. And we could talk about whatever you like. But, you know, I do think that Shadow of the Earth Tree is their strongest DLC in terms of just... It still had that open world appeal, and it still had some copy-pasted stuff, which, again, as I was saying in the last episode, I'm not a huge fan of. But there was just something about it that just... Everything felt a lot more like this game. And it's not that I want them just to make this game again, because too many people say that. Oh, I just want Dark Souls 1 again. I can't remember what weight you have to be. Is it 25%? Shit. There is a trick here. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. There is a trick here to be able to roll down the side of this. If I take off Havel's ring, I'll be too heavy. What do we know? No, that wasn't right at all. No, I think it's a mid-roll you have to be. There is a way, though, if you're a certain weight, that you can roll down there. I just, for the life of me, it has been so long since I've played the DLC, even longer than the main game. And I don't know why, because as I said, I do love this DLC. But for some reason, a lot of time, well, I suppose because I was speedrunning, I was just doing the main game. I was doing any percent, I wasn't doing 100%. But yeah, so Elden Ring DLC, it's not that I wanted to just be Dark Souls again. Dark Souls is Dark Souls, done. Like, I want new things, fresh things, of course, because just giving me the same game all the time, while I'll enjoy it, I probably will. I could play a Souls-like game, even the bad ones. I can play any of them and get enjoyment out of them. I've played pretty much all of them, and even, like I said, even the bad ones, there is some enjoyment to get out of them. But no, I would like fresh things and new things, and I think they've done a good job giving us new stuff all the time. But there will never be a Dark Souls 1 again. You know? Calamite, the Black Dragon. Oh, he's just gonna sit there, apparently. Huh. He sat there for a long time. Could have sworn he was supposed to leave way before that. But, yeah, there'll never be another Dark Souls 1. There'll never be another Demon Souls. And that's something I feel like maybe the next series, spoilers, is going to be Demon Souls. Just because that's the order I played them in. I played Dark Souls 1 first, then Demon Souls. But even Demon Souls, like the remake as well, which is something I'll touch on, as I said, in the series. But the remake of that game isn't even as strong as the original, because it changes some of the atmosphere fundamentally, which to me it was just a shame. You know, not enough for me to be like, it's a bad game now, it's the worst thing in the world, but enough that I still prefer the original in a lot of ways. Not every way. I wish I had some of the quality of life changes in the original, but sure, look, beggars can't be choosers. But what I'm saying is that there will never be another one of those games, because they're already made. That game already exists, and we don't want another one, because then that's just the same again. Do you get what I mean? So, no, I don't want Shadow of the Earth Tree to just be the same game again. But it was closer to that appeal. It still had that feeling while being new and fresh, and I feel it's the strongest part of Elden Ring, because it is that kind of more hemmed in, you know, here we are, shortcut by the way, that more kind of hemmed in, streamlined, a lot more densely packed. Like, it's so densely packed, and there's so many ways you can approach it. I know so many ways you can approach Elden Ring itself, but the DLC just felt more, I don't know, free, you know. And so that's why I think it's their strongest. This is my favorite. I know they're all my favorites, but this is my favorite character in this game.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past.
Why, yes, how did you know?
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land, but at least now there are two of us. Did you happen across Knight Artorias, the legendary abyss walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me. So, not...
Waiting for the line.
I've little to talk about, really. Oh, you know me. What do I know?
My favorite line.
So long.
I don't know why. I just love it. His voice just does something to my ears. It tingles me. I'm just like, oh, what a voice. We are going in here with 4 heals. I don't know why, but we're going to do it, and we're going to see how we get on. So yeah, so that's kind of just before we go into Artorias. That's kind of my point about Elden Ring DLC. I think it's their strongest because it modernizes Dark Souls and has a lot of kind of great quality of life stuff, and obviously has the more openness to it in sense if you have a horse and the whole shebang. Well, the steed. Torrent is a steed. But it still has those fundamentally Dark Souls things that I think some of the games have been missing, and it is something I can kind of easier talk about easier. Oof, what a sick entrance. Just had to get that jump in. Ooh, we're doing good damage, and we can take a hit. Nice. Already doing this. I did that wrong. Oh well, he's gonna get to charge up, but that's okay. Come on then. Okay, don't be silly now, Carl. Yep. We're locking in again, boys. But yeah, but that's kind of... Ooh, that's a lot of damage there, my friend. Fuck me. Okay, didn't let me get up. Oh, I was still alive. Shit, I could have rolled. I didn't realize I was still alive. Shit. Oh well, we'll get him next time. But yeah, so that's kind of the thing. I think it has, as I said, that more kind of soulsy, I suppose, if you want to say it, feel. It's something that I can talk about a lot easier when I play the other games to express my feelings about them, because like Dark Souls 2, a lot of people hate on it. I don't think it's that bad. If they called it something else, if they didn't call it Dark Souls 2, I guarantee, without a shadow of a doubt, if they called that game something else, that game would have been universally loved and acclaimed, because they would have said, oh my god, it's like Dark Souls, but it's slightly different, and it has all these cool things that happen, and it's, you know, it's fresh, and it's like a little side things while we wait for Dark Souls 2, which could have just been Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 could have just been called Dark Souls 2, and I think people would have been happy, because obviously it's a lot more in line with this game. But, you know, I think people hate on it because it's called Dark Souls 2, and I suppose it doesn't really feel like Dark Souls 2. It does in ways, and as I said, I think it's hated on more than it needs to be, but it's hated on because it's called Dark Souls 2. But so there's Dark Souls 2, which, as we've discussed in that very inane ramble, has a very different feel. And then Dark Souls 3, I feel, has a bit of a similar feel, but there's something about Dark Souls 3 that doesn't vibe with me fully. And what do I mean with that? Well, like I said, it would be easier to talk about when we get to Dark Souls 3, but I think they tried to be kind of clever with the whole, you know, oh, you pretty much kind of do things in reverse in terms of, you know, in terms of, you know, you start the game in the big area and then you kind of work your way down, you know, type of thing. But to me, I just feel it felt then like it was too linear. Shit. Oh, Harry Potter. Sorry. You know, I felt like it was too linear then. At the start, you felt too hemmed in. And I know I said this game works well because you're kind of more hemmed in, but there's so many places to go at the beginning of this game that it's crazy to think that hold on a second. No, I did the same again. Shit. Oh, we only did it once. We got away with it. Heal. Shouldn't have double chugged. Oh well, got away with it. You gonna do a thing again? Yeah. Do I have enough power to knock him out of it now? Yeah, I do. I feel like this is going well, actually. But I think people agree with me. Dark Souls 3 is loved, and don't get me wrong, the DLC for that game is fabulous as well. But even that, I feel they're starting to get to the point, and this is a conversation, Jesus, this is definitely a conversation for when we have more time, and I'm not being assaulted by Artorias of the Abyss. But I feel that it's in Dark Souls 3 DLC is when they started to go down the route of we're difficult, so fuck, we better make it difficult. You shouldn't have done that. I win! Nice, 2 goes. See? 2 goes for an Artorias. Fucking got bodied by Ornstein and Smo like a motherfucker, and then killed Artorias in 2 goes. Life. Wonderful though. But yeah, it's something I think we'll pick up again in the next episode. So please do like and subscribe if you're enjoying my insane rambles and my, somewhat decent gameplay today. I'm not gonna lie, we killed both the Guardian Sanctuary and Artorias pretty easily. Pretty proud of that one. Sort of. Maybe. But yeah, we'll pick it up kind of in the next episode, what I'm kind of going on about here. But I think you get where I'm going. That, not in a bad way, and I don't mean to kind of shit talk on no, let's just get endurance because I want to wear nicer things. I'm not shit talking From Software, but they are nearly, not fully, but nearly slipping into the trap of, well, we're supposed to have difficult games, so we better make them fucking hard. Nice, we have a helmet now. Hey, we look like a proper knight, except we're crispy bacon. So we'll talk about that more. I think I touched on it slightly in another episode, but I promise you, maybe, possibly, we will pick it up in the next episode where I talk about how From Software are nearly slipping into the whole, we make difficult games, so we better make them really fucking hard. And we're trying to top our difficulty from the last game, so shit, make it harder. But they're not too far into the trap yet, so we're still getting great games from them. Still, maybe. No, we are. So, but that's it for now. We will chat more about all of that type of thing and talk about how amazingly we killed Artorias in the next episode. So please, if you enjoy what you see, please like and subscribe, follow me, and I've been Cal Cavalech. This has been a wondrous Divulgence, and I'll see you very, very soon for more fun and our frolics.